Hello, my name's Maria and you're watching The Richest and Simple Living, and as you can see the air fryer's out, so that means I'm going to be cooking something. I thought what I'd do today would try another one of these bakes from Iceland, the £1 bakes. This time we've got some new ones. Chip shop chicken curry, try and say that. Chip shop chicken curry bakes. Not had them before, they're new in, and I thought, oh, I wonder what they'll be like to do in the air fryer. I quite like these bakes because they're actually better than what they look. They don't look very big when you look at the boxes, but well, a bake's not too big anyway, but the pies are the same. But they are quite good and they are packed quite well with filling. So they're quite good, yeah. I do recommend them. But I've not tried this one yet, so I don't know whether I recommend this one yet or not. But it does say you can air fry it because some things I've done from there haven't had the air fry instructions on. A lot of Iceland stuff now does have the instructions for air frying, which is really good, but some things don't, so I've had to sort of guess some things, but these have got it on. These say to air fry from frozen for at 200 degrees for 18 to 20 minutes. So I think what I'll do is go with the 18 minutes. I'd rather always go with the less and put it on a bit longer if I have to, rather than go over the top and then think, oh, I should have done it for less. So let's bring it down, you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to do one of them because there's two in the box, which is good. I mean, for a pan, like 50p each. I'm always saying this, how good they are. So I'm going to just pop it in, pop one in. Have preheated the air fryer. So there we are, pop it there. So we'll pop it into the air fryer. I can hear rustling down the bottom end of the kitchen. The dog's got his big bag of biscuits there and I can hear rustling. I think she's gone and put her head in it to see what she can have out of it. Just sorry about that. I've got my door closed behind me because my eldest daughter's got a day off today and she's got music on playing loud, and I don't want to pick it up because of copyright, and I just realised the door had rolled open, so I just had to unwire and go and close it. So anyway, well, like I said, I popped that in there, preheated it. It's going on air fry and it's going at 200, and what did it say, 18 to 20 minutes, so I'm going to go with the 18 minutes. So it's quite a long time that does to me, actually. Maybe it's just me. So there we are, air fry, 200, 18 minutes, and away we go. And we'll see what it's like when it's done, and we'll give it a taste test. I'm not mad on curry, but some curry I don't mind. I've never had a curry bake before, so that'll be interesting to see what it's like. So we'll come back in 18 minutes and we'll have a look. Okay, so we binged. I'm going to see what it's like. Let's bring you down so you can see too. Oh, that's quite nice, golden, puffed up. And if you can see that, I'll bring it onto a plate anyway. There we are, nothing's oozed out, which is good. I hate that when you open, well, go to get a pie out or something like that and all the filling has oozed out. So there we go. That's what it looks like. It's puffed up nicely. Mind you, once I cut it, it's going to go flat. It's a nice colour, nice golden colour. So what I'm going to do, I should have took my knife out. I'm going to slice it in half. Then you can see what it's like in the middle. Oh, now it's yellow. That surprised me actually. because I was expecting it to be like a gravy colouring, but it's actually yellow. And you can see, where is it? Sort of there, under there, chunks of meat. Not huge chunks, but there's chunks, and that's another thing I always look for in cheap pies. You know, like your filling. If you've got meat, are there pieces of meat in there, or is it just sort of all ground down? But that doesn't look too bad. So what I'm going to do, because that's obviously going to be red hot, I'm going to leave it stand for a couple of minutes, and then we'll give it a taste test. I'm in two minds. Shall I get Dean to taste test it? Because I'm not really a curry fan. Now I see the colour of it, I'm not sure I want to taste test it. But yeah, I might try it. But we'll leave it cool for a couple of minutes anyway, because it's going to be red hot. So we'll be back in a moment. Okay, so we'll give it a whirl and we'll see what it tastes like. Dean's out cutting the hedge at the moment, or the conifers up the side, so he's out doing that at the moment. I don't want to disturb him, so I'll just have a little try. We'll bring you down. Can we see okay? You just swing around a little bit. There we go. So let me see. Shall we take a bit from this end, I think, where it's cooler? So if we cut a bit off, and maybe, so the small pieces of meat, they have got chunks in, but you can see little bits of meat in there. So let's see what it tastes like. Definitely curry. Not strong, but definitely curry flavoured, definitely. Pastry's nice. Curry's a little bit, it's hitting me now. Can taste chicken in it. That's one good thing. You can taste chicken. I think they'd go nice with chips and curry sauce over the top. I think that would go nice with that. But yeah, if you like curry, yeah, they are nice. I'm not a big lover of curry. I don't, well, some I do hate, but like a nice mild curry, I can just about cope with that. And that would be as much as I could cope with, because you can feel a bit of a tingle from it. I'm a bit more sensitive to that kind of thing anyway, because I suffer acid and I feel it then in my throat. If I have something that's a bit spicy or a bit hot, something like that, it can sometimes sort of make itself aware that it's there, and I think this could do that if I ate the whole thing. But yeah, if you like a hot curry, this will be very mild to you. If you're not a big curry fan, it might be a little hot, but not really hot. But yeah, it would be nice with chips. It's got nice filling, it's got the chicken you can taste, the pastry's really nice. It's quick and easy to do in the air fryer. You can easily fit 2-3 in the air fryer, no problem. I just did the one. And the price is great as well, because 2 for £1, that works out 50p a pasty. Perfect, you can't complain, can you? And like I say, just throw in a few chips and a bit of curry sauce, and you know, it's all right. Quite good if you like that sort of thing. So yeah, I think that's quite successful, and I know the boys definitely love them. Dean will love them. He'll definitely want the curry sauce to go over his chips with them. But he'll like them, so they're definitely worth buying again, from my point of view anyway. So that's that for today. Just thought we'll try them. It's good to try these things, because I noticed with the pound range in Iceland, they're bringing a few new things out again. I see they did like a festive bake as well, like this, 2 for £1. I've not tried that one, but I might get that next time and just give it a try, just to see what it tastes like and whether they're worth buying. Also, because I do have a look on it even when I'm not shopping to see what new things they've got in the cheap pound ranges. I noticed they're doing some puddings. Now, I'm not a big fan of like chocolate pudding and that kind of thing, and especially if it's runny squidgy, but they're doing like a chocolate soft scented pudding, 2 for £1, and they've got them in, I think it's caramel as well, caramel or toffee, one of them. Now, I'm not into that sort of thing, but if you are and you like them kind of puddings, they're going to be fantastic value. I think they're going to be really nice if you like them. So that's really good. They're doing a lot of ranges now where they're doing 2 for £1, and they are good because if you're on a tight budget, you can get some decent meals for, quite cheap. Like I say, with the bags of chips, I can get about 4 portions out of a £1 bag of chips. And then say if I'm doing it for 4 and I get 4 portions out of a £1 bag of chips, and then you buy 2 bakes like this where it's 2 for £1, so you buy 2 packs. And, you then paid, what, £2. So £3, you've got your chips and your 2 packs of pastas, and then just get some mushy peas or beans with them. Well, they're only 30 to 40 pence a tin, depending which you're buying. So you're buying a couple of them and then split it between the 4 of you. You've got a really cheap meal and you can't go wrong. And if you've got a big sack of potatoes, you can make your own as well. We used to always do that. In fact, when air fryers started becoming popular, I was having a new fat fryer. I haven't had one for years. I don't really fry things much, but Dean kept saying, I fancy some nice homemade chips. Rather than going to the chip shop if we fancy them, let's have some homemade. And then he goes, we should get one of these air fryers. He'd seen them advertised on the television and I didn't really fancy the idea or anything. So we didn't bother in the end. We got a fat fryer and a nice big double one, and we had some lovely homemade chips from it. But then they're so messy and so greasy, no matter how much you clean them, how much you break them down to clean them. They just gunge up and they're horrible, and like all the oil, it goes onto your ceilings and then you have to clean your ceilings because it just sort of carries in the air. And then I was sort of doing it out the back door, out the way, like when you're barbecuing, only I was frying. But it's so messy, so we got rid of that. And then we bought an air fryer for Christmas with the word you should have had the air fryer in the first place. But I've only ever made chips in it once. Well, homemade chips, that is. I have put chips in where I've bought them, but I've only ever done homemade chips in it once. And I wasn't majorly impressed. They tasted a bit like sliced baked potatoes to me. Although I don't mind them like that, but Dean didn't like them at all. So I don't know. I think I've got to sort of fiddle with that one and adapt it a bit. But yeah. It's great because if you can get your hands on a big sack of potatoes, you can make some wonderful things, and especially like I say, your homemade chips and whatnot. And the same like if you're doing making fillings for things, you can make lots of them and freeze them. And I do my own pastry and I chuck it in the freezer. It's easy to knock a pie up as well yourself then. But if you don't have the time, not everybody has the time. People have to go to work. People have got homes to run, families to look after, other commitments. You don't always have the time. To be able to go into Iceland and buy these £1 items, it's brilliant. It's really good. And if you haven't got the money to buy big sacks of potatoes, because of course you've got to lay out for it in one go. And I can't remember what I paid, £12 something, did I say? I did say a few weeks back when I bought one. I think it was 12 something, I'm not sure. But you've got to have that in the first place to lay it out. It's all right to say, no, it's cheap just to get some out of a sack. But if you haven't got that money to go and buy that sack in the first place, you can't do it. It's difficult. So, being able to go into Iceland and get the meal deals and things like that is really good. So anyway, I'm not sponsored by Iceland either. I seem to go on about food a lot, don't I? I'm waiting for them to do something nice and lemony, a nice lemon-filled dessert. I'll definitely try that. So yeah, that's me doing the curry pasties, whatever they are. It's me doing them. They're well worth buying. If you like curry, they're great to buy. I definitely buy them. Nothing wrong with them. And nice and easy to cook. So that's it for today. I should be back next week. I don't know if I'll be back on Monday or if it'll be Tuesday. I've got to go out Monday. I was going to pre-record something. I was going to do some meals of the week, but I ended up forgetting. I got about 2 meals in and forgot. That's the thing when you're doing it at tea time, because you've got to film it later on. You're putting tea out, then everybody's waiting to grab the tea, and then unless you're there quick with your camera, you forget, you don't get a chance to do it. And after I say, oh, I didn't film that one, what we had today. So it might be a couple of weeks before you get a Meals of the Week one, because I'm getting them here and they're getting them there. So yeah, so I don't know. If I do manage to pre-record something, I'll put it out Monday. But if not, I shall see you with some content of some kind on Tuesday. So until then, have a good weekend, everybody, and take care of yourselves. Bye.